We are all concerned about the injuries. That's certainly not the ideal place for anyone to start. Nobody was comfortable with the fact we had injuries, and Rugby Australia is reviewing the reasons for those injuries, Castle told the Herald. LoadingCastle said there would be some inevitable moments of frustration at points of the season as the Super Rugby sides and Wallabies began what was supposed to be a new era of collaboration. The tension that is in the market around Wallaby camps in a World Cup year, that's perfectly natural, and I would expect the Super Rugby teams, while wanting the Wallabies to be successful, they are also trying to win. Coaches and administrators know their reputations are on the line, too, Castle said. It's a marriage everybody knows we need to have, but it does have some tension around it. Waratahs attack coach Chris Whittaker said there was no timeline on Phipps' return, but he believed there was enough depth to cover his absence. Loading, that's rugby really. That's why we've got the squad we've got, because it's quite demanding Super Rugby, so you're going to get injuries along the way. We're lucky to have Jake Gordon and Mitch Short there as well. 3 really quality halfbacks, so we have guys to cover the spots. Castle also said Ra had no intention of scrapping or even watering down the Gito law that requires overseas-based players to have notched up 60 tests for the Wallabies and 7 Super Rugby seasons to be eligible for national selection. South Africa has scrapped its own policy of requiring non-Super Rugby players to have 30 tests on their record and said it would strictly enforce the World Rugby policy of being able to call back players for tests during international windows. These types of laws are things you review all the time. But we have no information to suggest the Gito law is not working for us or we need to revisit it. We're very comfortable that it's keeping the best talent here in Australia to play Super Rugby, which is an absolutely critical competition for us to be competitive in, Castle said. Loading, and it is making Wallabies think twice about going overseas because they know they can't wear that gold jersey. It's working really well for us. We think the number is right for us. It gives us those that have been great servants of Australian rugby after 60 tests, and that comes with the high-performance experience they have. Training loads and managing workloads, that's what a 60-test player brings. Underneath that, you would question whether players have the maturity to come and go and fit into the Wallabies and their structures. Eales was humbled and honoured as his statue was unveiled at Suncorp Stadium, with the sculpture depicting the former Wallaby captain leaping for a line-out. He becomes the first athlete outside of rugby league to have a statue at the famous Milton ground.